the sickle cell trait is generally or was generally taught to be benign and without any risk, to the point that doctors told their patients don't worry about it. However, in recent years, we know that not to be true. If you carry the mutant S hemoglobin gene, you are sickling all day, every day, just at a smaller percentage than those of us with full on disease. So let's just say, for the purpose of conversation, that all sickle cell patients, those of us with disease, that generally we are sickling somewhere between, I don't know, let's just go with 10 to 20%. So we are sickling 10 to 20% of our blood all day, every day. But people with trait are sickling somewhere like 1 to 5%. 1 to 5% should not be too bad. However, in recent studies, we have discovered that people with trait do experience chronic pain that they can't seem to explain. They have problems with retinopathy, and then they have something called rhabdomyolysis, and that's when things get bad, because people with sickle cell trait, when they become overexerted, they kick their sickling up from that 1 to 5% to over 50% in a very, very short amount of time. And when they do that, their body like spazzes out totally and completely. It's like, what are we doing? Oh my God. Um, and they lose, they basically, they lose feeling in their extremities, like they're not able to move their arms and their legs. They're presented with incredible bone pain, chest pain, and generally and unfortunately, uh, this can result in them no longer being here. And a lot of reason is because they were never trained on what to do should that problem arise. And so we see a lot of this in athletes and in military. So just to give you a little bit of trivia here, uh, both the Worldwide Football Association and the United States military have been studying the effects of sickle cell trait on the human body for decades now, because they are the two organizations that are greatly affected by their workers or their employees having sickle cell trait. So if you consider it, these are two organizations in which the people that work for them are training constantly. They're overexerted. In terms of the military, they may be pilots, so they're going up into high altitudes, coming down very quickly, and then unfortunately they hit that uptick in sickling. The rhabdomyolysis kicks in, the person cannot move, and they don't know what hit them. They push their bodies even harder, and then they end up having a stroke and or a heart attack that they don't come back from. So sickle cell trait is most definitely not something to be ignored. In part 2, we will go on to the other variations of sickle cell. Thank you.